Hello, 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 everyone. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We're on episode 2100. Woo, 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 woo. Healing family energy with forgiveness for freedom. And especially since we have Thanksgiving coming on up, we want to make sure we get that forgiveness taking place before we meet up with that family. You guys, you know I go live on these shows because I do believe we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional selves, and I feel like that we need to flip that story around. But what I mean is we're operating from a lower vibration, a go-to vibration out of fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, feeling like we got to prove ourselves out there to the world or to some individual, and that actually lowers your vibration. It puts a block there, it puts a stop there. My goal is to flip that emotional story around to better. So your go-to vibration becomes one out of love, laughter, play, peace, harmony, passion, desire. Come on, baby, let's get this show going and let's get your life a-rolling. Something like that. We're gonna do it. So I hope you guys have been enjoying your day, your Mercury retrograde. My Mercury retrograde has been doing some hiccups with me. I've had to rebuild my whole front page of my web page, and then there's been communication issues too. It's like, can you just stop? You know. But I've taken most of it with what do you call that? With grace. Let's just put it that way. And anyhow, we're going to be talking about tonight about embracing the powerful theme of forgiveness and emotional freedom as we heal our ancestors and our family dynamics during this Thanksgiving season. Rather, it's a sibling argument, a generational trauma, or emotional stories that keep repeating. Today's show is going to help us shift those energies. And we're going to use some tarot at the end for some wisdom and emotional reframing. So let's start flipping your story around so you can feel lighter and love and stronger too. Okay? What we're going to learn in today's show is how family stories impact your current love life, how to recognize ancestral karma and release it, and some mini coaching tips to rewire your emotional story, and a little bit of tarot guidance to unreveal hidden emotional blocks. so you don't have to carry that baggage into the holiday. So let's clear this karmic energy and open up the heart for authentic love and peace. And have you guys ever wondered why certain relationship patterns keep showing up? So often it is because we are replaying those emotional stories we inherited from our family, even when we're not even aware of it. And so let's start healing those roots so our love life can grow freely. How family stories impact your current love life? We're going to talk about that. I see you guys all coming on in. I'll get you all onto the list, and I appreciate you guys coming in. I just let you know that. Okay, I'm not ignoring you. All right, I'm trying to follow my script. Family stories significantly impact your current love life by shaping your relationship expectations, communication styles, and partner choices, often through unconscious replication of our childhood patterns. Positive family dynamics can lead to healthier relationships, while rather they are negative or unresolved family issues can create challenges such as fear, intimacy, and the need for constant reassurance, or an attraction to emotional unhealthy partners. Recognizing these influences is the first step towards a healthier partnership with patterns. What happened here? All right. Sorry about that. How family stories influence your relationships. I'm going to talk a little bit about that next. One is through attachment styles. Your family's ways of showing you love and reliability can determine your attachment style, which influences you how to seek closeness and handle intimacy in your current relationships. For example, a child of inconsistent parents may develop a disorganized attachment style, leading to a push and pull dynamic in a romantic relationship. Another way is a communication and conflict resolutions. You may unconsciously adopt your parents' communication styles and ways of handling conflict. If your family avoided conflict, you might struggle too to address issues with your partner. With a family, while the family with a constructive conflict resolution may lead to better skills in your current relationship. So a lot of things that are going on in your life has to do with our childhood and our upbringing, because we repeat those patterns because that's what we learned. Another way our family influences our relationship is through partner selection, the partner that we choose. You might be attracted to partners that are similar to your parents, or controversially the opposite of them. Those are unconscious patterns that can lead you to seek out similar qualities you experienced when you were growing up. Or unresolved issues that happen then too. Unresolved issues from your childhood, such as feeling unloved or neglected, can be carried into your adult relationships. You may look for a partner to fill those unmet needs, which can actually put pressure on the relationship and lead to disappointment. And another thing is boundaries. Your family's approach to boundaries, whether they were too rigid or too loose, can actually impact how you set and respect boundaries with your romantic partnerships. This can lead to issues if one partner has a different understanding of where the boundaries should be. You found that if I have fearful, avoid, and anxiety attachment calls, but I've been working on healing them taking them one day at a time. And that's all we can do is take it one day at a time, one moment at a time. Funny, because in my relationship class last week we talked about this. What's funny, there's funny stuff too, because I had this program all preset and over a month ago that I was going to do this show, but something happened that actually was right tapped in and tuned into this subject. So all right, the next area I'm going to talk about is how to navigate the influences, these influences, okay? Increase your self-awareness is one. Recognize and reflect on your family's history, values, and communication patterns to understand how they might be influencing your behavior in your relationships right now. Another one is communicate with your partner. Have an open and honest communication, or have an open and honest conversation is what I meant to say, with your partner about your family's backgrounds. This can build intimacy and help you understand each other's reactions and needs. When we can communicate that to our partner, what happens then if that behavior starts to happen within our relationship, then because you've already communicated it with your partner, then it's easier for you guys to move through that. So that's why it's important to communicate your family's behaviors and things going on with that partner. Another area is to set healthy boundaries. Constantly work with your partner to set boundaries with your family to ensure a healthy relationship, healthy dynamic in a relationship. It was denied. I know so many of us, our relationships, our childhood it's not healthy, and so we have to re-script it. We have to rewrite it. We have to, claim our lives back. So that's why I come here and do these live shows for you. Consider professional help is another way, whether it's through a therapist, a counselor, or a life coach like myself, which can provide guidance and tools to help you navigate through complex family dynamics and discover healthier relationship patterns. And of course, is always Miss FlipIt's method, or Miss Gypsy's method. There's the Mercury retrograde in the middle of the tongue, getting it tied, Flip your family story around to better. That's right. Flip it, baby. Flip it. It is important to reframe painful and negative family stories into a narrative of survival and resilience, giving you more agency in your Is that right? Giving you more control, let's say, in your own life and relationships. We all carry stories from generations before us. Some are heavy, some are hidden. Next, we're going to be talking about turning those ancestral I don't know what's going on. And I'm going to blame it all on Mercury retrograde, I'm telling you guys. Okay, but anyhow, recognizing what isn't ours to hold and releasing it with love. Karmic ancestral ties, that's right. Have you ever felt like healing more than just your own heart? Have you ever felt like you are actually healing somebody else's heart, not just your own heart? If you have, just, drop a heart in the chat. If you are ready to break the cycle and set the spirit free. We're going to talk about next is how to recognize the ancestors' karmic and release it. There you go. Get those hearts in there. There we go. Perfect. Recognize ancestral karmic by observing reoccurring family patterns in health, relationships, or career, and release it through practices like Ho'oponopono prayer or the emotional freedom technique, setting boundaries, performing rituals, or spiritual practices like meditation and acts of charity. By consciously changing your own responses of these patterns and performing these actions in the name of your ancestors, you can break the cycle of future generations. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and we're going to talk about how to organize your ancestral. The karma. We're just gonna say our family's karma. I'm gonna just do that, all right? And how to release the family's karma. Okay, how to recognize it and then how to release it. To recognize it, first we observe the family patterns. We look for reoccurring patterns in your family's life, such as a similar struggle, similar relationship issues, financial instability, and professions. Or next, you can notice repeating challenges. Pay attention to the challenges, the struggles, or even relationship dynamics that seem to repeat across different generations. And then next is listen to your instincts. That's so important. Listen to those instincts. If you have a creative desire that is completely new to your family, it may indicate a karmic block. So if that needs to be cleared, if you have a creative, I don't know, we're going to figure it out. Yeah, we're going to break the cycle. That's what we're going to do. We're going to break the cycle. But remember to listen to your intuition and create a family tree. Reassuring and mapping your family history can actually help you identify some potential patterns that you may be having and understand them where you know where they were originated from. Next, we're going to talk about releasing those family karma patterns. One, again, is practice forgiveness. Forgive your ancestors and yourself for past mistakes and unresolved issues. This is a critical step in releasing the negative emotional weight of the past. What I like to use myself is the Ho'oponopono prayer or the emotional freedom technique, which is tapping. You can find more about this stuff in the Gypsy's Toolbox playlist. Set personal boundaries. If your family has a history of disrespecting personal space or choices, learn to establish and politely enforce your own boundaries to break the cycle. Perform family rituals. Engage in traditional or personal rituals that can include offering prayer, lighting candles, or offering a specific item like milk, water, or sesame seeds in the name of your ancestors. Engage in spiritual practices. Practice mindfulness and meditation to become more aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions, which allow you to break the pattern of as it arises, the more we become aware of it, okay? Perform acts of charity, like donating food, clothing, or money in your ancestors' name to help balance the karmic scales and bring a sense of resolution. Again, it could be seek therapy again or a life coaching to get some guidance. Consider therapy like family consultation or seek guidance from a spiritual advisor or from an astrology even to help you work through your family patterns or trauma. Be the cycle breaker, you guys. I want you want each one of you, be the cycle breaker of your generational history of the karma. Constantly make a different choice than those that our past generational ways did. So you can actively break negative patterns and create a new path for your descendants. It's time to flip it. Are you ready to shift your emotional story into a new vibrant truth? If so, drop a fire icon in the chat if you're ready to level up your emotional mindset, because I'm going to be sharing a mini coaching tips here in just a little bit to help you reframe and rewire your emotional narrative story so you can feel lighter and love deeper and live brighter. by flipping your emotional story around to better. Oh yeah, that must be my cue. There's a book over there that I wrote. It's over there on Amazon as an e-copy and a hard copy. I have a little mini commercial. Let me play it and I'll be right back. So stick around. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. And she's back. Woo, 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 woo. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. Oh, I know. I still look like I was here because I was in the commercial. I know. You couldn't have missed me that much then, right? Oh, thank you. That honestly, I'm amazing. Ooh, but I'm here to help you guys too. Let's break these chains that we have, from our generational ways. We are all so trapped, and we're all so bonded, and I just want to release those chains to give us freedom, so we can truly live the life that we're meant to live. Oh, thank you, Barbie. I said the mini coaching tips to rewire emotional narratives. To rewire your emotional story, start by identifying the current story. It is a limiting belief. Then there we go, Mercury retrograde. Will you just get out of my tongue? Okay. I'm gonna start that whole thing over, okay? To rewire your emotional story, start by identifying the current story and its limiting beliefs. Then rewrite it with a more empowering vision. What's going to get me in the same spot again? Can you believe that? Mercury, can you just stop? Take time to reflect. Write down the story and examine its theme and characters. And then finally, consciously practice telling yourself the new story. Positive story to gradually change the internal narrative and perspective that's going on in the background. Identify the current narrative. Become aware. Pay attention to the stories your mind tells you about a situation, people, and yourself. Write it down on paper. Write out the story as you currently tell yourself, including the supporting characters and circumstances. And then find a theme. Analyze your story to discover its central theme or its underlying message about yourself and your life. Next, we're going to deconstruct it and reframe it. Question the story. Explore where the story comes from. And then ask yourself whether it's actually true. Identify limiting beliefs. Recognize any beliefs that are holding you back. Recognize them. Step out of the story. This is what I call that. Well, sometimes I just like to come out of my own story. I will be the person up here. I become the third party looking down at the situation. So step out of the story. Try writing your story from a different character's perspective to gain a new understanding of their role and their motives. And avoid reinforcing the old story. That's what we're stuck in. We got that old story on replay. It's on a loop. It's like a broken record. We got that same story going on in the background. I want you guys to step out of that story. Try writing the story from a different character's perspective. reinforcing the old story. Be mindful of who you share your sob story to. Be mindful of it, as some people may inadvertently reinforce it, and that's what you call an idiot companionship. We don't want that, right? No, we don't want to be telling our old story, our sob story. We want to be telling the new story. We're rewriting the script, rewriting the story so we can bring a new energy forward to the same life situation. We're just giving it a new story, a healthier one that's more positive, one that uplifts you, one that you can live with, one that allows you to make some movement where you're not stuck in the rut. So rewrite your story. Tell a new story. Constantly, consciously create and tell yourself a new, more empowering version of the story. Use your imagination. Let your ideal life in detail and describe it as it looks and feels. Focus on small steps. Change is often built through small, consistent steps. Actions over time, taking those baby steps, one step at a time. Over time, it starts to show up. That change starts to show up. Look for unique outcomes. Explore times when things were differently than the negative story that would have been predictive. Embrace the process. Recognize that rewriting your story is a process that takes time. So be patient with yourself and keep practicing daily. It doesn't happen overnight. It becomes a new habit. We're training ourselves, making a new habit, a new skill. The more you practice it, the more it becomes common. And in time, it will replace that old story, where that old story does not exist anymore in your essence, because you've flipped your script. You've flipped your story around to a better story, one that is allowing you to uplift you, to let you live your life instead of rob it away. Okay. All right, I do have some tarot cards to pull for the tarot spread is Roots and Release to Unreveal Hidden Emotional Blocks. And let's see, the first card is the root, like it's the tree, the root of the tree, and it's going to be the original wound or the repeating pattern rooted within your family. The question is, what is the core emotional block you have inherited from your family? What is the core? What is the core of the emotional block that you inherited from your family? It's the thoughts that come and stab us in the back that we didn't learn how to take care of. It's the core of it. It's the thought process. That's the root. The second position is the trigger, revealing the emotional blockage within love relationships. The question is, what situation or behavior brings this block to a surface? What situation or behavior brings this block to a surface? That's what's called the trigger. All right. What situation or behavior? Okay, give me another one. What situation or behavior? Has something to do with our own personal foundation. When some light is shined on our personal foundation. Give me a little bit more. What's the trigger? Okay, so when somebody starts to see your foundation, it's like we feel more like a wounded warrior. So yeah, so it's trying to reveal that we're feeling that anything that makes you start feeling like a wounded warrior messes with your light. It messes with your foundation. Okay. The next position is the reflection. It shows us the inherited energy. What is the block affecting your self-love or your relationship story? Now, how is this block affecting your self-love or relationship story? It's blocking it it's blocking the equal give and take, the exchange that should be balanced, the exchange that should be in alignment, but it's blocking it because we got that wounded warrior right smack dab in the middle of it. The next position is the healing wisdom, the direct insight. What lesson is this block trying to teach you? What lesson is this block trying to teach you? It's trying to teach you that when we're blocked, when we're feeling like the wounded warrior and we think about things all the time, we actually stab ourselves in the back, and where we can't even see brand new beginnings and brand new ideas. So that's the stop, because our thoughts come and stop us from even seeing the brand new idea. That would be a really good idea, but we can't see it because the thoughts already came and stabbed us in the back. So we went from all these thoughts at the beginning, and here they're still stabbing us in the back. I still have one more position. The release. The release is action to free yourself. Okay, the cards are being funny here. It's probably trying to give me that card. What steps can you take to let this block go? Yeah, we're gonna just take it, because this card just kept like trying to squeeze itself out, and it fits this. What step can you take to let this block go and embrace emotional freedom? Is to aim for your heart space. Go ahead and make a movement. Do some of the things that I talked about here in this show. Is rewrite that story, rewrite that script. We have to take those baby steps so we have to take those baby steps to make movements, to make a change, a Wheel of Fortune change. Put things in action, put things in movement, you guys. You like these questions? Good, good. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for Your Hidden Love Story. I hope this episode has helped you see how forgiveness and healing family energy can open up your heart to love with more freedom. Remember, these stories we inherited do not define you. You have the power to reframe, to release, and to create your own vibrational story. If you enjoyed this show, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hype up the channel too, so more people can be in here flipping their emotional stories around to better too. And if you want deeper guidance or personal readings, you can visit me at my webpage at cynthiatoet.com. And there's personal readings or personal coaching there. There's different tabs there you can go in. The actual direct link is down there in the description box below. And don't go anywhere. Yeah, you need to stick around, because just join me for the after show, revealing your hidden love story, where we go deeper into your personal energy and your emotional patterns. So thank you again for spending this time with me. Keep loving yourself, because that's where your hidden love story begins. Until next time, I love you. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host, signing off. I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, so those that are watching the replay, you just got to go over there and watch Revealing Your Hidden Love Story. There's so many nice readings that will reveal some of your story that you need to hear about too. Okay, till next time.